My name is Elmira from 12 Kids. I was originally born and raised in New Jersey, and then later on had moved to Chicago, where I currently live with my family. And coming from a practicing family where Islam is probably the most important thing in life, I found it to be very, very important to be involved in the community. I grew up involved in my community in New Jersey, basically doing community service all my life. And then coming to Chicago, I just carried that over with me and felt the need to give my time, give my skills, give my talent to the community. Alhamdulillah, the community in Chicago is absolutely amazing. There are so many benefits, there's so many resources, so many programs for all ages. The guidance and the knowledge from the ulama in Chicago is also something that we can, something that's extremely valuable. And having two children of my own, I found that doing something for the youth is, if not, the most important thing that is needed for our children, especially growing up in a place like America, especially growing up in a place where they are faced with so much non-Islamic material, non-Islamic things that are being thrown at them. And so I felt that it was very important that we do something to balance and counteract that exposure that they receive to things that don't necessarily, lie in line with our faith, with the Shia beliefs, with the teachings of Ahlulbayt. And I found that it's very important for us to keep our children on the right path, not only mine, but the children of the community, the children of the greater ummah, the children of those who follow Ahlulbayt, little lovers of Ahlulbayt basically, is what we need to look out for and make sure that they continue to be able to follow in the footsteps of Ahlulbayt and inshallah become soldiers of the Imam Zamana as well. So this is kind of where 12 Kids started. Basically, we realized that there was a major grave lack of good material, clean material in the market for our children, specifically for lovers of Ahlulbayt. I mean, alhamdulillah, the greater ummah does have so much of their own resources and so much of their material, children's books, cartoons, media products, and all of that. But for things that are specifically Shia, things that are specifically Ahlulbayt, that was missing. And although there are a few resources out there, the thing that we realized was most lacking would be the quality of that material. Being a mother of two myself, I know that when I put a book in front of my children that may be from their local library or from their school, and then I put another book in front of them, which is, some of our books that are related to our faith, there's really no question. I know which one they're going to be attracted to. The more colorful one, the more exciting one, the one that's catching their interest, that's the secular material. So I felt that we need to, as a service to our children and a service to Ahlulbayt, make equally as top-notch and top quality material that is related, that is teaching them, that is instilling love of Ahlulbayt within them, and that is on par with what is found in the West, that is on par with what you get out in your schools, out in your libraries, out in the bookshops and things like that. So that's kind of our aim at 12 Kids, is to get children excited, take an approach that's very 21st century, very modern educational approach to introducing these concepts to our children, and to keep them interested and to keep them excited and to make the imams exactly what they are, the most amazing and best role models that our children can ever come across. We have everything in our faith, in our religion, in our deen. The Ahlulbayt have sacrificed everything for us, and it is our duty to continue their legacy and everything that they have taught us, to continue that on and pass it to our children, and inshallah make them strong believers and strong lovers as well. We'll go ahead and schedule this for you, no problem. Okay. Yeah, I'm just reviewing the paperwork right now. My actual profession, in terms of what I've studied in my professional life, is a paralegal. In the legal field, basically handling everything A to Z for all of our cases at the law firm that I work at, and pretty much assisting the attorney in anything he needs. I've always found I always found myself to be very interested in the law, in the legal field, in the fact that you get to help people who are sometimes helpless, and things like that. So it was something that kind of during my school years was very interesting when I was choosing a major in college, at university, and things like that. So I chose to go down this route. This is my full-time job. However, because once you become a parent, and once you're a mom especially, and you realize that what's number one in your life isn't always necessarily your career and your profession, but it is your children. So I felt that I needed to, despite my busy work schedule and despite my full-time job, that 12 Kids was something that was very important. It was something that was very needed. It was something that hit close to home for me. And it was something that I needed to carve out time in my life for. And I find it to be so enjoyable. I don't find it to be a burden at all. It's not something that overwhelms me, even though I work a 9 to 5, and after that I'm doing 12 Kids, or on the weekends I'm doing 12 Kids, or whenever I have a free moment, we are working on 12 Kids projects. I find it to be extremely satisfying, extremely fulfilling in a spiritual level. While these jobs that we have and these professions that we have fulfill maybe other parts of us, but that spiritual fulfillment really comes from 12 Kids, and I find an enjoyment out of balancing the work, life, mom, motherhood, community service. The whole life balance is absolutely a wonderful thing, and I'm grateful for the opportunity from Allah and the Ahlul Bayt to give me the strength to handle all of it. In my time as a paralegal, I've had the opportunity to come across many different types of people and experience so many different things through the cases that come through this office onto my desk and things like that. And one of the things that really kind of made me feel like we need to pay attention to our children was the fact that we had so many cases in the office of adolescents and Muslim adolescents getting in trouble, doing bad things, getting mixed up with the wrong crowd, getting arrested, and ending up having a criminal record, serving jail time, things like that. And the question was, why? Why are these children from Muslim families who have seemingly practicing Muslim parents experiencing this? And the answer is because perhaps they didn't have that correct foundation at an early age, and perhaps they didn't have that correct guidance at an early age. So that's why seeing this in my professional life, I felt that we must plant the seed and build that foundation at such a young age, where 12 Kids starts at products for toddlers, because you can't go and fix a teenager necessarily, but if you set that right foundation from the beginning and plant that seed, that plant will flourish, that seed will flourish into something good as these children grow. And at 12 Kids, as we plant this seed of love of Ahlul Bayt, we work with parents to nurture that and continue to grow it as they grow. And when they become adolescents, they don't get mixed up in these wrong crowds. They don't get influenced by things at school. They don't get influenced by pop culture and TV. Rather, they stay steadfast to their religion and the foundation that has been built inside of them. And inshallah, these cases the number of cases coming through this office, and particularly the ones that I'm handling, will diminish within our Shia community as well. And these children will be positive role models and influences for generations to come, and inshallah, soldiers of the Imam Zaman. We haven't specifically found any other publishers that are doing the work that we're doing. MashaAllah, there are many people out there who are trying to do work like we are doing, and are publishing children's material and things like that. But this character-based, character-centric approach that we are taking to our children is not something that we've seen out in the world. And we welcome partnerships. We welcome anyone that would like to join and work with us on any of our media products. And because that lack has been found, that there are people writing books, there are people publishing books for children and things like that, but it has not been character-based, we felt that was a vacuum we needed to fill, and a very, very important vacuum. The 12 for Kids team is very, very blessed to have some really, really amazing members, starting with Sayyid Asad Jafari from Toronto, Canada. He is our main alim who approves all of our work, who reviews all of our work, who constantly provides us with guidance and inspiration, with resources, with anything Islamic, with just the passion and zeal with which he serves the Ahlul Bayt, with which he gives lectures, with which he does tabligh all around the world and all around the United States and all around North America. He has been an extremely inspirational figure for the entire team and an integral part of our process and part of our organization, part of our project. We are absolutely blessed and so lucky to have Sayyid Asad Jafari as a part of 12 for Kids. We also have an extremely talented illustrator who does all of these designs. For those who have seen the Isa, the Incredible Book, we've gotten so much feedback on the illustrations, something that has never been seen before, at least within our community. These types of high quality illustrations, these types of drawings, these types of the creativity that's used within the books that 12 for Kids puts out. So we are very lucky to have Sister Zainab Hussein from Ottawa, Canada, who does all of our illustration and artwork, and she's, mashallah, an extremely talented artist. She has been featured in numerous art galleries and programs and articles and in the news and things like that. So her work for 12 for Kids is extremely valuable as well, and we are absolutely honored to have her as part of our team. We are also very lucky to have a world-famous artist, Brother Ali Fadl, as part of the 12 for Kids team as well. He is one of our most important ambassadors in the UK. He is also part of our media team, working on a lot of our audio-related products and projects. And you know, for those of you who know Ali Fadl, alhamdulillah, he is blessed with an amazing voice, and an amazing passion and love for the Ahlul Bayt to use his skills and talents. And we are very lucky at 12 for Kids to be able to have him as part of our team, and to be able to inspire our children and our youth through his work, and through his passion and through his love, and for being that role model for them. So we are extremely honored as well to have Brother Ali Fadl on our team.
I'm also associated with a group called 12 for Kids, in which they've produced a book, an Islamic book, but a children's book, in which they follow the life of this ant called Isa. This Isa is called Isa the Incredible, climbs Mount Mushkil. So this ant who has this problem climbing up a mountain, he recites a dua and then he is able to climb the mountain. So I had 2 different sessions in which I gave this story, an animated story in which I used a lot of different range of voices, and I really tried to connect to the youth, especially the kids there, so they are inspired by this Isa, the ant, and of course the parents, for them to actually purchase the book.
Last but not least, we have Sister Maria Shia, who is our graphic designer in America, and she handles a lot of our design work. After the illustrations are done, she does a lot of our marketing material. She does a lot of our, putting things together, putting text into artwork and things like that. And we are very lucky and very blessed to have someone as talented as her as part of our team as well. We also have Sister Wajiha Kanji from Chicago, who does a lot of our other graphic design work. You can never have too much graphic design when it comes to a media project. Obviously, every product we have requires some sort of art, some sort of design, some sort of creative element in it. And these two provide that. These are our creative powerhouses on our 12 for Kids team, and they provide that to us. And we are very honored, very blessed to have them on our team as well. I myself am not only one of the founding members of the 12 Kids project, but I'm a content creator as well myself. I'm an author for the Isa the Incredible series, and as well as a project lead and project manager for many of the other media projects that we are currently in development right now with 12 Kids. I also do a lot of work with making connections with different communities. 12 Kids is a very, very big supporter of communities throughout the world, especially our Shia communities throughout the world, in various cities, in various countries. Whatever we can do to support them, whatever we can do to serve them is where we are more than happy. And we love connecting with these communities. We love traveling to these communities. We love visiting these communities, talking to mothers, talking to parents, talking to children, and seeing what exactly they need, seeing what exactly they feel. And I'm so blessed and honored to be able to be part of this project, to be able to travel the world and meet some of the most some really, really awesome people and some really, really thriving communities, and be inspired by them and continue to serve them. So that's something that I work on at 12 Kids, along with content creation and along with a lot of the other background work that many people probably don't see, but we are more than happy to continue to do and put out what we need to put out for everybody.
TV shows.
How was school?
Good.
What did you guys learn today?
Reading. I did math. And we have a library, and we picked books from it. But not the chapter books.
Okay.
We only picked there were some chapter books. There's this shelf that has the books we can read.
Okay. How was your day?
We learned about scientists and we learned about we got our jobs for the school year.
Did you have Quran today? Or Arabic?
Quran and Islamic studies.
Islamic studies. Okay. How was Islamic studies?
I had Islamic studies in Quran too.
What did you guys do in Islamic studies?
We just learned about deeds and
Good deeds and bad deeds?
and we wrote 10 good deeds that we do by hand.
Good. Did you finish your lunch?
My name is Hussein, and I like Isa the Incredible because I forgot Naat Ali and I used to read it, and now the wise old ant hates Isa, and I read the book, so now I know the Surah Naat Ali, and that you should read Naat Ali before you can't do it. Something when you can't do something and it's too hard for you, you should say Naat Ali before you do it.
I chose the character to be an ant for the Isa the Incredible series for a number of reasons. Mainly, we felt that children like to relate to cartoon characters that are not human. I felt also that the few Shia books that do exist out there for children do have characters of other kids and things like that, and I thought it would be something fun, something playful to make a human-like animal, that talks and walks and eats and everything just like us, but is an insect. We chose an ant because ants are small, ants are cute, ants, there's so much versatile, there's such a versatile character that we could do so much with it. And the name Isa was just something that was easy for children to pronounce, easy for children to read. It's a 3-letter word, Isa, 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 and it's something that that was very child friendly, we felt, with the 12 Kids team. And Isa himself is incredible. The things that he does are incredible. All the adventures that you all will read about throughout the series are incredible. So he is Isa the Incredible. He is a Muslim ant. On our website, there's an entire page dedicated to him. His favorite sport is soccer. He loves to eat pancakes. His favorite color is red. He wants to be a policeman when he grows up. He loves Islam. He likes to be a Muslim. He has a little sister. Her name is Maryam. So we have Isa and Maryam is this like confident and spunky little sister that he always looks out for, that he cares for, and she's kind of like the more adventurous one. He's the more careful one. And she herself is a practicing Muslim and inspiration for girls. As you see throughout the illustrations in the book, she wears hijab, and her favorite color is pink, and she loves going to the park and so many different things. So we made them very relatable. That was the biggest thing, was that although the children are going to be reading about ants in the story, are going to be reading about ants climbing a mountain, ants doing this, ants doing that, but they themselves could picture them being in the story, them being the ones doing all those things. That's kind of a thought that goes through a child's mind when you think about child psychology. While they read a book, is how does this relate to me? Is this something I can see myself doing, or is it completely far-fetched fantasy and things like that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with fantasy, but the approach that 12 Kids wanted to take was something that's very real life, something that's very relatable, something that's very identifiable, and something that's inspirational for children. So when they see, other characters on like Curious George or Caillou or like I mentioned, Dora, and these types of things, kids feel like, okay, I can be on that show. I could be the one in this book. So we wanted to take that same approach. The book, the actual story of Mount Mushkil, was something that was developed because we wanted to highlight the bravery of Imam Ali. Obviously, all of our imams have some of the most amazing characteristics and qualities, and it was so hard to decide which one quality should we highlight in each of these imams. In other words, what are they famous for? I mean, there's no one thing, and we can't also incorporate everything into one book. So we wanted to keep it very focused and say we chose to use Imam Ali's bravery. He was one of the strongest warriors and fighters at the time of the Prophet, and even after the Prophet, he didn't fear anyone or anything except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he was very brave and strong, which is something that we hear throughout our lectures, something we hear throughout our Sunday school, and throughout when children learn about the Imam. He was someone that the Prophet counted on in some of the most dangerous situations in Islamic history. So we all know about that, and that's something we wanted to highlight. We wanted to take a characteristic that kids can be excited about, something that actually impacts them.
I think Imam Ali is brave, strong, and he's the first Imam, and he's married to Bibi Fatima. Her father is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
My children, I'm sure, as well as many of the other children out there, have a fear of something. Kids always have a fear, whether it's the fear of the dark, fear of spiders, fear of heights, fear of being without their mom, whatever their fear may be, they have a fear. And that's what we wanted to address in this book, that you can have a fear, but you can overcome that fear by being as brave as the Imam. You can overcome that fear by gaining inspiration from the Imam. And you can overcome that fear by using dua to supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the Imams as a intermediary to help you overcome that fear, to help you overcome a situation. So in Mount Mushkil, basically Isa needs to go to the park. The park is on top of a hill, which we call Mount Mushkil. And to get there, he has to climb, but he's very, very scared of heights. And all the other kids are running up and down the mountain, and Isa just stands alone at the bottom by himself, and he's very sad and he's very lonely, and he wants to overcome this fear and wants to get to the top to play at the park. So lo and behold, he comes across a wise old aunt, and this wise old aunt teaches Isa the secret to climbing the mountain. And that secret is Imam Ali. That secret is that bravery. That secret is that dua that he learns and eventually makes it up the mountain. I don't want to ruin the story for you. It would be great if you read the book yourself and your child reads it and is able to get to the climax and learn the lesson through that. But
So this is a nasheed which will help, hopefully, to promote the book, Isa the Ant Who Climbs Mount Mushkil, part of the 12 Kids publications. It's the first book out there. Hope you like the track. It's a track which is made specifically for the concept or the principle behind the book, and which is calling out Ali in times of need. Hope you like it. Thank you. Bye.
we all know in today's day and age, hearing things through audio is so important for children and so impactful. I mean, the first thing that happens when we sit in the car is my son will say, "Mom, can you turn something on?" Whether it's a nasheed, whether it's a latmiya, whether it's a Quran or dua or something, but that audio needs to be playing for children. And I find that audio is very impactful. I mean, I'll play a track of something a few times and they'll pick it up and they'll start singing along or reading along, and they memorize surahs that way and things like that. So it's one of the best forms of education in a way that's so subtle they don't even know that they're learning. They think that they're just having fun and reading. So we have produced at 12 Kids nasheeds through the help of Brother Ali Fadl as our reciter. And these nasheeds are so important because they do exactly what our books do. They teach children about the Ahlul Bayt. They continue that connection from the book to the other products and keep it going all throughout. So when you're in the car and you may not be able to read a book, at least you're listening and you're learning about Imam Ali as well that way. So this is a very, very special track. It's our first one, Call Ali. The lyrics are absolutely amazing. These nasheeds are for everyone. These nasheeds are for all age groups, even as an adult. I personally enjoy the track that was produced. So this is something that parents can give to their children as an alternative, because the music industry is very, very strong. And at some point or another, most of our children are probably going to fall into the whole music, the whole pop culture. So we want to be able to combat that at a young age by giving them something else to listen to that's really cool and really exciting and really, just also very hip, but halal. Hip and halal.
What does hip mean?
We are heading to the 12 Kids warehouse right now, which is located in Wooddale, Illinois. It is a suburb of Chicago. And this warehouse is where we house all of our products, and we ship out of there. We provide all of the different shipping solutions regionally and internationally as well. So we're going to head over there right now and see what the shipping team is up to, and check out the inventory and have everyone see what the operations are like at the warehouse. This is our 12 Kids warehouse and shipping center, where our shipping team works out of to fulfill all of our orders. All of our products are housed in this 10,000 square foot facility, including Isa the Incredible. So each time someone places an order, whether it's international or national, regional, wherever it is in the world, that order is shipped out from here. Our wonderful shipping team does a great job of figuring out the best logistical solutions to get your order to you. And we take pride in our operations here. They are flawless, they are smooth, and and alhamdulillah, all orders which are placed are always fulfilled with no problems and minimum, with no issues, no problems, and that's pretty much how we handle those operations at 12 Kids.
Yeah, I was thinking we can maybe brighten the colors in page 2 and kind of like where the ants are, just move it over a little and yeah, centralize everything. Otherwise it looks really great. It's really colorful. It's really, I think the kids are going to be very excited about this page, definitely.
12 Kids is a project that's here to stay. There have been so many projects started by so many people, kind of along the same lines as 12 Kids, but for some reason or another have not been able to continue on and be successful. What we are striving for at 12 Kids is a sustainable project that is going to be here long term, that is not only going to impact the children of this generation, but future generations to come as well. So we've got a very, very in-depth future plan. We have a long-term plan. We have we've got several ideas and products that are scheduled to roll out at different times. And some of those products include, as mentioned before, the animation. That is a very huge piece, to give children and parents cartoons to watch that are clean, that are Ahlulbayti, that teach good morals and values. And so animation is something very big that 12 Kids is working on. 12 Kids Productions is the umbrella branch of 12 Kids that basically takes care of all of the multimedia. So that includes the animation, that includes the nasheeds. We plan to put out several albums, inshallah. We are starting with the release of our first track called Ali, and we plan to produce a 5 to 6 track album highlighting the Ahlul Bayt and with tracks that are teaching about the Ahlul Bayt, just like our first one. And inshallah, more tracks and albums to come after that. We also plan to put out apps. Those are under development as well. We have an interactive website at www.12erkids.com where parents can go and download PDFs of the worksheets and coloring pages that we've developed. They're able to, kids can play games on there. There's something called the 12 Kids Club. This is something we're really excited about. The 12 Kids Club incorporates basically 2 parts. We have a birthday club in which you can sign your child up, fill in the form, submit it, tell us when their birthday is, and they will, inshallah, on their birthday receive a message from Isa or Maryam. We also have something called the 12 Kids Reading Club, and that is a summer program that will inshallah launch in 2015 in the summer, because we need to be careful of the summer slide. That is when children come out of school and they're on break for 6 to 8 weeks to 12 weeks, and they're not reading, they're not doing anything educational, so they kind of tend to have issues when they go back to school. So we want to encourage reading. 12 Kids is a big proponent of education, of reading, of creativity in children. So we want to bring out these skills. We want to bring out the creativity of our children. We want to bring out, highlight the importance of education and parenting the correct way and things like that, because it is a holistic approach for our children. Yes, we're teaching them about Ahlul Bayt. We also want to do their upbringing correctly. We also want to make sure we reinforce that, education is important, along with having fun and along with watching TV and along with all these other things that children do these days. So we actually subscribe to something called Edutainment, which is educational entertainment. And we teach not through preaching, but through a creative and fun, and we teach through a very insightful approach. So that's what we do here at 12 Kids, and all of our future products include that: the apps, the ebooks, the animation, the nasheeds, again, the continuation of our print book series and books for older children that will be also released in the near future, and our interactive website and things like that. So please visit 12erkids.com to find out more about all of these different products that we'll be releasing, and also to join our team. We are always, always, always looking for team members. That so many people in our community, alhamdulillah, are so blessed with skills and talents, whether you're creative, whether you're a writer, you're an illustrator, you're an artist, you're a designer, you are an animator, whether you're blessed with a beautiful voice in which you can record nasheeds, whether you are a marketing professional, whether you are just a very, very passionate person about the Ahlul Bayt that can do whatever that they can do within their localized community. We are always looking for people to join our team. Something that's very, very important for us is getting the word about 12er Kids out to every nook and cranny of the world. Alhamdulillah, the Shiaism has spread throughout the world to even countries that we don't know. So we'd like to find all of those Shias, and we'd like to make sure that they know about 12er Kids, and that 12er Kids is a household name, and we are always looking for ambassadors on the ground to represent their communities, to represent 12er Kids within their community, and to be able to spread the love of Ahlul Bayt through 12er Kids to their loved ones and to the people within their region. And so if you would like to join our team, please do not hesitate to contact us. Please visit our website, 12erkids.com. Join our team is a button on the main page. You can always email us, info@12erkids.com. You can email me, at12erkids.com. I love to hear from fans. I love to hear from people who are excited about this project, from parents, from children, anyone. Please do not hesitate to contact us. We look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to working with you, and inshallah, bringing this project to fruition completely, and to create additional content to meet the demands of our community, inshallah.
Which one do you want? Oh, okay. Time to go to the masjid.
Your name flows with every tear. Karbala, I give you a present with my life. Karbala, so on the day of judgment, my head will be. Karbala, 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 your Lord drew you upon every eye. Karbala, 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 your name flows with every tear and cry. Karbala, 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 I give you a present with my life. Karbala, 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 so on the day of judgment, my head will be high. Allahumma arzuqna.
Alhamdulillah, the response that we've gotten from parents and children is absolutely amazing. The support, the encouragement, the outpour of just please continue to do this is something that we cannot thank anyone but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for. And we're so honored to be able to be given this opportunity to serve the community and to impact children. We receive photographs from parents where children just don't want to put the book down. We receive testimonials from parents, reviews from parents telling us how much their children enjoy our products. And we hope to be able to reach every Shia household in this entire world, and be able to have a presence through 12er Kids within that home, a home that has children, a home that has grandchildren, a home that maybe has nieces and nephews, anyone that can benefit and anyone that can love the Ahlul Bayt is a 12er Kid.